What is your first name and what do you consider yourself?
My name is Catalina. I'm actually a polytheist. I practice and study multiple religions. I don't just settle on one religion or one technique of spirituality. I believe that we can get what we need to grow with different religions, different practices. There's no one way to do you be able to grow in your spirituality. There's more than one way. There's always the way is how you feel comfortable, how you feel you can grow. There's no one way anybody can tell you how you can grow. We can guide you, but there's no definite one direction.
Absolutely. How did you get inspired to go on a spiritual journey and just learn all this?
Well, it's actually ancestral. It's gone from one generation to the next generation. And then it's also in my children. They are very much as well drawn to different spiritual energies and different spiritual beliefs. They're very drawn to help people in different ways.
Yeah. What is the most rewarding thing when it comes to you being a spiritual guide and people coming to you for readings?
I love helping people. I know that it's my business, but as well as I feel that if I can help somebody to grow and to get to the level of freedom that they need, as well as the way that they need to grow spiritually as well as a person, because not all the time it needs to be spiritual. Sometimes we need an emotional help, or we need guidance on which direction our life needs to take. It doesn't necessarily needs to be spiritual, but I love helping people. I'm very drawn to that. I'm very drawn to certain people at certain times. I don't mind helping people even if it doesn't cost anything. If I help them to learn how to meditate, or somebody that they just need to talk to, because they're needing that guidance at that time. It's not a problem for me. It's just time, and sometimes that's all somebody needs really is time. To help them to open up, help them to be in a certain place to be able to grow in themselves as well as spiritually. Sometimes it's just the pat on the shoulder they need to help them get over any kind of bad. They might be in a bad place at that time.
Yeah.
And they just need someone to talk to.
Yeah. What is the hardest thing you found about being a spiritual guide?
The people that take everything that's on TV and that when you do a card reading, that it's going to absolutely give you the direction of the person who they're going to fall in love with, or that they're for sure going to win the lottery and it's going to be $8.5 million, or they're going to win their lawsuit and it's going to be exactly on this day. Unfortunately, things don't work that way.
Sure.
And they will want you to redo their cards until they get the answers they absolutely want. And it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
That's TV. That's made up. Unfortunately, real life and the spiritual guides that we have don't necessarily work that way.
Yeah. Yeah. How many years would you say you've been, practicing just being a polytheist and a spiritual guide?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many years would you say you've been kind of practicing?
I've been practicing for over 16 years.
16? Wow, that's amazing. What have you learned so far? Like, in terms of if somebody wants to have a fulfilling life, what should they do?
I always tell everybody to meditate.
Yeah.
To ground themselves, to see if they can purify their energies on their own. I can guide them to help them how to do that. But the best thing to do, which is free, is to help to learn to clear their mind and have their their energies flow correctly. And if they can't, then I have no problem helping them to do that. that's one of the biggest things I tell. That's one of my rules in the shop. Let's first try to meditate and ground yourself and see where it leads you.
Yeah.
If you need help, I have no problem helping. But everything we can do for free, and that also, I mean, I can help. I can do a crystal Reiki session on you to help balance your chakras and your energies. But you still got to go home and do it yourself to help you to keep it flowing, to keep it going the way it needs to.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest things, is that people can be guided, but they also need to do some of the work themselves.
Absolutely.
And because they can come every day and I can do a session on them every day, but if they're going home and back into the same toxic energy or toxic environment, it's gonna just keep going back to the way it was. So they can carry the crystals that they need to, they can sage themselves, holy water on themselves, or get help and meditate and ground themselves. That's the best thing. And also to help others, help them on their journey as well. That helps you on your journey.
That's beautiful. If you could broadcast to the entire world, what message would you tell everyone?
That we need to be kind to each other. We need
That's
to
true.
guide each other and help each other, and stop insulting everybody, stop judging everyone. That's a little hard, yes, but we've got to look inside ourselves and look at ourselves before we can judge other people. And we need to really look at ourselves and see where we can help other people.
Yeah. Wow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.